got shut down right after I came home.
So all right, now boom, we moving forward. You came home. What year is it now? After you came home, and now you starting to get. How did you start getting some success? Like, what was the next move? All right, you got your son. You making beats. What was the first thing that started getting you popping from right there?
So I remember I came home and I was staying with my mother because my baby mom's lost an apartment and all that.
Your baby mother was with you too?
Yeah, at that time. I had my own spot. She moved in with me.
Right.
But you know how that go. You
ain't there to pay the bills.
The leader of the house gotta, you know what I mean, gotta guide the way.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm back at Mom Duke's crib till I get my bread up. But I remember my PO was like, you gotta get a job. I don't care about that rap shit.
Oh man.
Cause I honestly I was just another nigga just trying to get on rapping and all. Yeah, I ain't really do nothing at the time. But I remember like, damn, you want me to work all week for $400? And I remember I answered the phone, get $400 real quick.
Yeah.
So I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm gonna work for 40 hours for $400. But I had to do it. So I was doing little temp jobs.
Mm-hmm.
I quit. I was like, man, I ain't arguing with the niggas at the job. But I remember it gave me the mindset like, damn, I gotta really lock in and get this shit together. So I just started getting real deep into making beats, selling them online on the websites and all that. I took the beat route first before the rapping, because that was the one that was the thing that like got me in a lot of doors. Making beats, yeah. So anytime I meet a rapper, like I remember I met Kanye, I'm like, yo, I'm a producer. I ain't say I was a rapper. I meet this rapper, that artist. Every time I meet him, I tell him I'm a producer, because every rapper need a producer, but they don't need another rapper.
They don't need another rapper. Facts.
Yes.
Right, because now you become competition opposed to a business proposition.
Yeah. So now, after I make a couple beats, then I put it on like, yeah, you know, I be rapping too and shit.
But you was going to the city? Where you going when you?
I was going everywhere. I was going to Philly. I was going to New York.
Did you ever tap in with Bat Cave Radio at the time?
Nah, not then. I didn't. And it was real big at the time.
It was big back then.
Yeah. But I dealt with a lot of the rappers that was going, like I produced for PD Crack, Gilly, Reed Dollars, all the rappers that was from Philly that was doing something at the time.
Walk us through your first placement. What was the first, when somebody took your beat and made something that was, you was like, oh shit.
I don't even know which one was my first placement. Probably PD Crack. The first one that showed me some love. He rapped on a couple of my beats. I remember I met him at because I used to go to a lot of the events. Jay Sweets used to know this chick that worked for Cool Cigarettes, and she used to always have these parties going on at the clubs out there. So we'd go there. I'd bring CDs with beats. Niggas were bringing beat CDs at the time.
Yeah, that's back in the day.
I'd bring the CDs. I remember he was like the first rapper that gave me his phone number, and I was like, damn.
About 06, 07.
This is more like 08, 09.
Okay.
So I gave him the beats and all that. He ain't do nothing at the time, but what happened is this other rapper that I knew that he was locked up with crack. He came home and then he was like, yo, I'm gonna bring your beats over to him. And then that's how it happened after that. We recording in the crib and all that.
Moving for you.
Yeah.
I was on your page.
My guy Corleone, shout out to him.
Cool, shout out to him. I was on your page. I seen that you got a relationship with Benny the Butcher. How does that come about?
That happened from this guy, Ted.
Ted know
it was wild because
Ted know everybody, bro.
I was telling Ted, I was like, yo, I just started really listening to Benny at the time, and I was like, yo, I really want to produce for Benny the Butcher, and he like, damn, I just met him too. And I was like, oh, word. So he hit one of his peoples, I think it was Steve. Steve had me, the first time I met Benny, I went to an event that they had. This is probably like in, like 2021 type shit. I went to an event they had in Philly, and I paid to get in. And I'm like, yo, if I could just get a quick conversation with him, you know, it'd be a step toward. But I remember I met him, it was real brief. And then I met him again. Like, it was like I had to keep showing up. And then eventually Ted sent him some beats or whatever. He said Benny hit him. Like, damn, who made these? He's like, yeah, my cousin Red made them. So then eventually I went to another event. Benny was there. He was like, yo, come to Buffalo. So we go out there to Buffalo, drive out. That shit like 8 hours.
Yeah, Buffalo.
Yeah, from where? From what? Where you live at? Philly?
Yeah. It's like an 8-hour drive, right?
Nah, Buffalo was deep, bro.
Or was it 6.5? All right, my bad. 6.5 hours.
That should be deep,
That shit
bro.
feel like 8 hours.
Well,
Yeah.
I drove it from here. That shit 4 hours.
Oh, it's only 4 from here?
Yeah, like 4 hours, 4.5 hours.
that ain't
shit
bad
be
then.
crazy. My little sister live up there. That's what I'm trying to say. I was sick going up there.
So we go out there. We cooking all week. We knock out like 8 records. And then one of them wound up being a big record for me. It was the first single on Fuego Bass album. It was called The Warehouse. And it was Benny, Fuego Bass, and OT The Real.
Oh,
And
shit.
OT's big in Philly, too.
Yeah, OT.
Yeah.
Everybody knows.
I've been trying to get him beats for like a year before that. So we kept, we spoke on Instagram a couple times and sent him some records. But it's like when we was there, they got to really listen. Because that's the other thing. A lot of times you send rappers beats, they don't really listen to them.
But when they in that mode.
Yeah. They might listen to it like on the phone real fast, like, eh. But when they really in the studio, that's when they could really hear the record the right way.
Yeah, hear different.
Yeah.
When you hear it in the studio and it's loud,
Yeah.
that's how it's meant to be heard.
I try to get in that element then.
Yeah.
So you met him, he did the placement, everything for you. Everything go how it's supposed to go. You know what I mean? What was your mindset like, yo, what I'm gonna do after this? Like, cause usually, you know what I mean? Because now you're a rapper and you're a producer. So you didn't say, yo, let me try to get a feature in with him. Like, you didn't have none of those type of mindsets when you was in the process?
That was more like, I knew it would come eventually. I was just like, yo, I want to get as many placements as possible right now. Like, I want to produce everything. I remember he told me they was working on a BSF album.
Yeah.
He was like, he wanted me to help him work with his project.
Right.
So I was just like, yo, when I'm here right now, I'm on producer mode. But I guess Benny wound up hearing me rap. So I go out the second time, and Benny like, damn, nigga, I didn't know you could rap. He like, won't you jump on one of these records? But I was like, no, it's a lot of rappers here right now. I'm gonna just produce. It was me and A-Rap Music and some other producers that's out from Buffalo. We was all in there just cooking all week. And all the artists that Benny got on the label, they was all just, it's like every room, it was a different vibe going on.
Yeah.
So the artists would just walk around like, I'm feeling this beat. I'm gonna write to this shit. So I put a record together and wound up hitting Benny. Phil and Ted spoke to him, whatever, and he was like, yo, Red could use this. It was one of the records he did on one of my beats. And then that was how that came about.
And
then Bass jumped on it.
And everything.
Yeah.
That's fire.
That's love.
It was like
it was organic. It was organic.
Yeah, because I felt good because like I actually got to be there for the creation of the record, even though I didn't know it was gonna wind up being my record at the time.
Right. And you know
So,
what
like,
it is?
it made it even crazy.
Probably what he showed for me, like, damn, bro, just came in and told me, nah, he good. You ain't even want the record. Even when he said, why don't you jump on something? Nah, I'm good. Figure it out. That right there kind of went a long way, bro.
I ain't want to, it's like I came there on the production time, so I'm like, let me get this done. There's gonna be a lot of trips back and forth. I'm gonna be coming up here. You know what I mean? I just had that in my head.
You had the mindset already, like, you knew what was happening, what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
And my